Top 10 mods in Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. I'm not putting them in any specific order, and I'm probably going to talk about more than 10 mods, but I needed a cool title and I needed an introduction, so here we go. The first one I should talk about is the Old Realms Warhammer mod. It's just absolutely insane. You can add cannons, artillery, you've got magic, you can cast fireballs, meteors from the sky, you can be a vampire, you can turn into a bat and fly, you can like jump higher than you usually do, you can summon an undead army, like raise skeletons, just really, really cool. The world map is slightly different. Go watch my other videos showing it off. Like you'll see it randomly throughout now, but the cannons and the artillery and the long range stuff you can do with that, it just adds so much to like the battles and the simulation that just really, really fun. Then everything else kind of lives in its shadow, unfortunately. Like once you go cannons and artillery, you can't really go back. But it's worth shouting out Mountain Warcraft, which is a World of Warcraft mod. The character models just change the game completely. Like you can play mountain giants, the Naga, you can play giants, undead, orcs, elves, like, and the world map has completely changed as well. So go check out all the cool character models. You can cast spells, there's new weapons, new armors, you can look like a Stormwind guard, blah, blah, blah. It's really fun, really dynamic, and the biggest thing that blew me away was the character models and the world map is just completely changed. Like the world map is the biggest change I've seen on any mod ever, so really worth a check out. Next, I think I should say Separatist Crisis, which is a Star Wars mod. I only played this like 2 years ago, so it was very unfinished and unpolished back then, but it was still fun. If you like flying around in a jetpack, shooting lasers, like really, really fun. As long as you like play in the mod files and like give yourself infinite ammo and things like that, it makes it a lot better. A good combo. So those are the free conversion ones I've played a lot. Other worthy shout outs are, there's a Lord of the Rings one, which is in development, but keep your eye on that one. That should be really fun when it comes out. And then there's a Game of Thrones mod called Realm of Thrones. That's probably what I'm going to play next, because you can fly a dragon in it and you can like crush people, set people on fire. It's very similar to the War Elephants mod I was playing with a couple of years ago. So I'll talk about that in a minute. But the Game of Thrones one is called Realm of Thrones. After I've recorded that, hopefully the Lord of the Rings one will be out, and then I'll have covered 5 full conversion mods then. And yeah, that's my plan anyway for the rest of the year. Well, and into next year as well. And then some worthy shout outs for mods that I use for just fun gameplay changes. They don't like change the whole game, you know what I mean? So Arrow Cam is probably my top one ever. Like when you fire an arrow, you can press any projectile actually, like a gun. It works on other mods. You can throw in knives, things like that. When you press the middle mouse button after firing, it switches your camera view from you to the arrow, so it'll follow your arrow. It's really satisfying. It lets you scout areas. It's just really, really fun to use, and it adds so much to the game. It's like the Skyrim slow motion kill screen thing. Like it's just really good. Next, I need to say, what is it? I think it's Z. Oh no, it's crouch, faster movement, something like that. So I downloaded a mod which lets you crouch, and then you can change the movement of your crouch. So I've set it to like 100 million. So when I press crouch, it lets me like no clip across the map, and it lets me do some like absolutely insane anime like gameplay moments. Like if you've got a big anime two-hander and you're in your golden armor and you're flying around at 100 like Mach 10 and you're slicing heads off horses and just doing absolutely insane things, really, really fun. Other worthy mentions are faster movement, which you can change it. It's like a scale. And what this does is it speeds everything up in the game. So when armies are sprinting at you, it always made me laugh how slow everything is in this game. Like I know we're going for realism and people are wearing armor and stuff, but honestly, it feels like every troop is just covered in honey. Like they can't swing, they're dead slow, they walk at like 5 miles an hour. Everything is just in like painfully slow mode to me. So faster movement, everything gets doubled. So everyone's just dead fast, you're dead fast. Combine that with sprinting as well, and you just have crazy gameplay that you see here. One thing I would say is when you're using like the cannons and stuff, like in the Old Realms Warhammer, if you've got faster movement enabled, it can't track how fast you've made them. So when the cannons are aiming, or when bowmen are aiming, it's always going to go off the default movement speed. So if you whack the movement speed up to 2x, whenever you fire cannons, like they're always missing because they're firing at where they would be at like 1x speed. But hey-oh, you can still kill people with cannons on 2x speed. It just gives you a bit more of a challenge and it's less OP. Other worthy mentions are, what is the Deadly Horse? Like there's something called Zorbrak's Legacy. So he came out with a load of cool mods back in the day, which just made the game better. Like Deadly Horse charges. There's some like admin things in there that make banks. I don't really know. I just go for the things that change like the fighting. You can get slice through, so that lets you slice through multiple enemies. Really, really fun. Combine that with dismemberment mod. So the guy who made the dismemberment mod actually revived all this old Zorbrak's Legacy stuff. So check him out. I think it's Schwarz. But he's made a dismemberment mod, and then you can combine that with Zorbrak's Legacy, which gives you Deadly Horse charges, slice through, bleed out, slow motion gameplay, etc. So if you dismember someone, you can like toggle whether it's slow-mos and stuff. It's just really, really satisfying. And then Zorbrak's Legacy also has like a shoulder cam. So the default camera for Bannerlord is it's a bit boring, bit meh. Whereas this gives you like dynamic movement. It just feels more visceral. So yeah, those are the core ones you should definitely check out. And then over the years, I've just picked up random funny psychotic ones. Like MB2 shotgun was fun because that lets you fire more than one projectile at a time. You can change it to like fire 100 at a time and then fire like in a shotgun burst. That just lets you have fun for an hour or two. Fire arrows and fire bolts are always worth it. Like, it just looks really good when your arrows are on fire. It might not be real, doesn't look realistic, but who doesn't love like a night battle with fire arrows flying all over the place? Lastly, I'll probably say, what else really changes the gameplay? The War Elephants thing was crazy. Like, that lets you just crush people. I'm hoping the Dragon is going to be similar in Game of Thrones, where you can just run over a battalion, slaughter them all, then breathe fire on them all. The War Elephant mod is very similar. You've just got a really big scaled up horse. But what I liked about it was it gave you a really high vantage point. So when I'm doing like my super snipes, like, and combine that with Godbow, combine that with fire arrows, combine that with MB2 shotgun, combine that with arrow cam, then combine that with War Elephant, and you're just this like god turret that can snipe anyone across the map. And you're really ridiculously OP, but it's really satisfying and it's really fun. I think that's it for now. I'm going to stop waffling. Let me know what else you want to see. I've started playing Overwatch 2 again. All my tutorials and guides are already on my channel. Just sort by popular. You'll see what's popping. What do you want to see? Love you all. Hasta la vista. Peace.